Welcome along to another health improvement video. I'm Neil from Diabetes Solutions, and in this video we are going to be diving into the world of hidden sugars in our food. Now, these sneaky sugars can have a significant impact on our health, especially for those of us concerned with weight gain or perhaps avoiding type 2 diabetes or other diseases associated with excess sugar consumption. Or perhaps you just want to maintain a healthy lifestyle and you realize that hidden sugars in your food and your drink are causing you some problems. Now, understanding where these sugars hide is crucial for making informed dietary choices. In our modern diet, sugar consumption has skyrocketed, as I'm sure you know. Many of us consume more sugar than we realise, and often in foods and drinks that we wouldn't expect. This can lead to serious health issues over time. So by learning how to identify hidden sugars, you can take control of your diet and improve your overall health. If you found this video useful and interesting and helpful, please do give me a thumbs up. Click on the like button, as it helps me to get the video out to more people to help them too. And if you're not already a subscriber, please do subscribe. Click on the bell icon, click on all, and when I release new videos, you will get a notification. And of course, if you know anyone who could benefit from watching this video, please do share it with them as well. Quick disclaimer, I'm not giving you advice, I'm not making recommendations, I'm just providing you with knowledge and education. Okay, so let's have a look firstly at the impact of hidden sugars. Now, hidden sugars can lead to weight gain due to excess calorie intake and also increased fat storage. Now, this not only affects your appearance, but it can have a huge impact on your health as well. In addition, consuming too much sugar significantly increases your risk of developing type 2 diabetes, and this happens because excessive sugar intake leads to insulin resistance, and this is where your cells become less responsive to insulin, causing your pancreas to work harder and eventually leading to pancreatic stress. In addition, hidden sugars in our food and drink can also cause blood sugar spikes. So when you consume these sugary foods and drinks, your blood sugar levels rise quickly, and this provides you with an immediate energy boost. However, this is usually followed by a rapid decline in energy, which leads to the crash. Now, over time, these frequent blood sugar spikes also contribute to insulin resistance, which then leads on to prediabetes and eventually type 2 diabetes too. So, where are these hidden sugars hiding in the foods and drinks that we consume? Hidden sugars are often found in packaged foods and processed foods as well. So processed means essentially foods not in their natural form. Now, starting with sauces and dressings, you'll find hidden sugars in things like ketchup, barbecue sauces, salad dressings, and also marinades. And pasta sauces and Asian sauces like teriyaki and hoisin also can be very high in sugar, even though they might not taste overly sweet. Going on to breads and baked goods, it's not just sweet pastries like muffins and Danish pastries and cakes that contain hidden sugars. Everyday items like white bread, rolls, bagels, and croissants often have hidden sugars in them too. And granola bars and breakfast bars, which are often marketed as healthy snacks, can be surprisingly high in sugar as well. Flavoured crisps and crackers and instant porridge and meal replacement bars and protein bars often contain more sugar than you might expect. Now, these snacks might be convenient, but they're not necessarily healthy, and they can contribute significantly to your daily sugar intake. When it comes to beverages, fizzy drinks and juices are often obvious culprits, but don't overlook sports drinks, which are often marketed as healthy, but can contain a lot of sugar as well. And that also includes energy drinks, which can also be high in sugar. Fruit juices and smoothies, even those labelled as natural, can often be loaded with sugars too. And flavoured coffees and teas, like sweetened lattes, frappes, and bottled iced teas, also contain higher amounts of sugar. And lastly, let's not forget alcoholic beverages. Now, flavoured liqueurs, mixers, and pre-mixed cocktails often contain added sugars to enhance flavour, and these can easily add up, especially if you enjoy mixed drinks regularly. Always check labels to spot these hidden sugars, and if you can, make healthier choices. By being aware of where these sugars hide, you can better manage your intake and improve your overall health. So let's have a look at food labels. Now, the ability to read food labels is a powerful tool in identifying hidden sugars. So let's start with the ingredients lists. Manufacturers often use different names for sugar to disguise its presence. So look for common names like sucrose, glucose, and fructose, and hidden names like maltose, dextrose, and various syrups. Other names that can be used include things like honey, agave nectar, cane juice, fruit juice concentrate, molasses, and evaporated cane juice. I've actually put together a free sugars name guide to help you familiarise yourself with these aliases to spot these hidden sugars. And I'll tell you a bit more about the guide in a moment. Now, when we look at the ingredients list, the order of the ingredients is also crucial. Ingredients are listed by quantity from highest to lowest. So if sugar appears amongst the first few ingredients, the product is very likely to be high in sugar. Additionally, you should watch out for multiple types of sugars listed throughout the ingredients list, because these can add up quite quickly and contribute significantly to your sugar intake. Next, examine the nutrition facts label. Pay attention to the difference between total sugars and added sugars. Now, total sugars include both natural sugars found in whole foods like fruits and dairy, and also added sugars, which are introduced during processing, hence the term added. Sometimes you'll hear them called free sugars, but commonly you'll hear them called added sugars. So try to aim for total sugars of no more than 90 grams per day, of which within that 90 grams, added sugars, so sugars that come from processed food, sugars that don't occur naturally, should make up no more than 30 grams. And serving size is another important factor. Manufacturers often list sugar content per serving, but be mindful of how many servings are in the package. What might seem like a small amount of sugar per serving can quickly add up if you consume multiple servings. So always check the servings per package or servings per container to get a realistic picture of how much sugar is in that package. So, Some sugar aliases to watch out for. Manufacturers often use different names for sugar to disguise its presence in food products. So let's look at some of these aliases so you can better identify these hidden sugars in your diet. So let's start with the most common names. So sucrose, often known as simply white table sugar, is frequently added to baked goods and also drinks as well. Glucose is found commonly added to sweets, snacks, and a lot of processed foods. Now, fructose is a naturally occurring sugar found in fruits, but is also a major component in high fructose corn syrup, which is used extensively in fizzy drinks, desserts, and also processed foods. Less obvious names include things like barley malt, which is used in cereals and beer to add a sweet malty flavour. Also, maltose, which is found in malted drinks, which adds sweetness and texture. Then we have rice syrup, which is found in so-called health foods and is used as a natural sweetener. Agave nectar, which is marketed as healthy, actually has a higher fructose content than honey, which makes it another form of hidden sugar, and it can be damaging to the body. And then we have fruit juice concentrate, and this is often used in fruit-flavoured snacks and drinks, and it contributes a higher sugar content despite being labelled as natural. Now, I mentioned high fructose corn syrup in the previous slide. Now, this is an important one just to cover on its own. We have mentioned it, obviously, briefly, but this sugar is so bad for you that it really does deserve another mention. You should watch out for high fructose corn syrup on food labels. In my opinion, it's one of the worst types of sugar and is amongst the most damaging to the body, to the point that I'd say that if you see high fructose corn syrup on a food label, that personally I would avoid that food completely. Going on to other names, we have dextrose, which is a glucose derivative often found in baked goods and desserts. Cane juice or cane syrup, which is often marketed as natural and is found in drinks and also cereals. And then we have molasses, which is used in baked goods and sauces, and it adds a rich flavour, but is also very high in sugar. Evaporated cane juice, which is another name for cane sugar, and that's commonly found in health foods or so-called health foods and snacks. Honey, which is frequently added to teas, cereals and snacks, and whilst honey is considered natural, it still is high in sugar. And also maple syrup, used in breakfast foods and snacks, is high in sugar, but often marketed as natural. So as you can see, it's a bit of a minefield, and there's a lot more sugar names than the ones I've given you here. And it's no wonder people inadvertently consume far more sugar than is healthy for them. That's the reason I put together my handy pocket-sized guide of many of the common and less common names that sugar goes under. You can download it for free from my website, and I'll put a link in the video description for you to do that. So let's go on to misleading marketing claims with regards to hidden sugars. Marketing claims can often be misleading, especially when it comes to sugar content in food. So let's look at some of the more common claims that you might encounter. First, consider products labelled as no added sugar. Now, whilst these products may not have additional sugars added to them during processing, they still can be high in natural sugars from ingredients like fruit and milk. This in turn can create a misleading perception of healthiness. Additionally, these products might use sugar alcohols and artificial sweeteners to maintain their sweetness. And while these alternatives might be low in calories, they can still cause digestive issues for some people and have their own potential health risks, including links to the development of type 2 diabetes and also their contribution to weight gain as well. Next, we have low-fat or fat-free products, which are often marketed as healthier options. However, to compensate for the reduced fat, manufacturers often add sugar to maintain flavour and texture. As a result, these versions can have a higher sugar content than their regular counterparts. The added sweetness enhances the taste, making the product more palatable, but not necessarily more healthy. Products labelled as organic or natural can also be deceptive. Organic cane sugar, organic honey, and other so-called natural sweeteners are still sugars, and they do contribute to your daily intake. The health halo effect can also make these products seem healthier than they really are. So it's crucial to read labels carefully and understand the actual sugar content. So-called healthy or diet products like protein bars and smoothies often contain added sugars despite their marketing claims. And these products are promoted as part of a healthy diet, but the added sugars in them can undermine their health benefits. So be very cautious of those. Similarly, granola and cereal are often perceived as healthy options, but they can be high in sugar due to added sweeteners and sugar derivatives to enhance their taste. So always scrutinise marketing claims and read the food labels carefully to understand the true sugar content in the products that you consume. This will help you to make more informed choices and also to avoid hidden sugars in your diet. So, as you've probably begun to understand, reducing hidden sugars in your diet can significantly improve your health. But it's easier said than done. So let's look at some practical tips that you might want to adopt to help you get started. The first of these is to cook at home wherever possible, as cooking at home allows you to control the sugar content in your meals. Using fresh and whole ingredients will help you to reduce or eliminate sugar completely in your recipes. It goes without saying that limiting processed foods and choosing whole foods is another effective strategy, as sugars and sugar derivatives are often added to a lot of processed foods. So focus on incorporating whole foods into your diet. Choose fresh fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins, and try to avoid pre-packaged snacks and meals that often contain these hidden sugars. Fresh fruit and vegetables offer natural sweetness without added sugars, and they're rich in fibre, vitamins, and minerals as well. And whole grains and lean proteins provide slow digesting carbohydrates, offering sustained energy and helping to maintain balanced blood sugar levels. And also try to limit processed snacks. Prepare healthy snacks in advance, such as nuts and seeds and fresh fruit, and that will help you to reduce the temptation of processed or high sugar snacks. Start to properly read and understand food labels, so look out for those sugar aliases such as high fructose corn syrup, cane sugar and agave nectar. And remember to download my free guide. That link will be in the video description. And pay attention to the order of the ingredients list, as they are listed by weight, if you remember. So sugar is listed amongst the first few ingredients, the product is likely to be high in sugar. Check the nutrition labels to compare the total sugars and also added sugars, and also pay attention to the serving sizes in the package. Remember, a package can have more than one serving size, and the nutrition label will often be based on the serving size, so there might be 2 or 3 servings in that pack, which means you'll be consuming 2 or 3 times the amount of sugar that's on the label, so be careful of that. And that will help you to get a realistic picture of your sugar intake. When it comes to your drinks, choosing water, herbal teas or black coffee is good. And avoiding sugary fizzy drinks, flavoured coffees, sports drinks and energy drinks is a good tactic as well. And if you want a bit of natural sweetness, you can add a slice of lemon or maybe a strawberry or 2 or a bit of cucumber in your water to give it a little bit of flavour without adding extra sugars. When out shopping, try to choose unsweetened versions of yogurts and cereals. Plain or natural versions are best. And if you need to sweeten them, you can sweeten them with some fruit, some fresh fruit, or a small amount of honey if needed. And sauces and dressings are a common source of hidden sugars, as we mentioned right at the start. So making your own sauces and dressings allows you to use natural ingredients and also to keep check of the sugar and salt content. If you do buy shop-bought sauces and condiments, check the label, check the ingredients list for sugar, the amount of sugar, and also any sugar aliases that might be in the product, and try to opt for low sugar versions if you can. And in general, try to keep your total sugars under 90 grams per day, with the added sugars of that 90 grams being no more than 30 grams. I've written an article on the subject of being able to spot hidden sugars, goes into more detail as well, and I'm sure you'll find it interesting, and I'll put the link to the article in the video description below. So by being smart about the hidden sugars in our food and drink, and by incorporating these practical tips into your daily routine, you can significantly reduce the amount of sugar that you consume, and in turn that will lead to improved health and well-being, and also a reduced risk of diseases like pre-diabetes and type 2 diabetes. If you do want to find out a little bit more, then please do take a look at my best-selling book, The KISS Plan. It's my 4-step guide to prevent or reverse type 2 diabetes. But actually, whether you're diabetic or not, there's loads of useful practical guidance in the book that can really help you. It's available on PDF via my website, or Kindle, paperback and hardcover via Amazon. And if you want to find out more about the book, go to www.the-kiss with 3 S's -plan.com. And here's a few more extra resources to help you. Do check out my website, diabetessolutions.co.uk. I give away lots of health improvement, pre-diabetes and type 2 diabetes information. So do take a look at the Knowledge Hub. And also on my website, there's free downloadable resources. So I put together a completely free of charge, free guide type 2 diabetes management pack. I've also included a recipe pack for you to download as well. There's over 120 healthy recipes in the pack. And as we've already mentioned, there's the Sugar Names Pocket Guide that you can download too. And please do follow me on social media, on Facebook, X, Instagram, and also on LinkedIn. I give away daily hints and tips and guidance on general health improvement, and also with dealing with pre-diabetes and type 2 diabetes as well. So I'd like to thank you for watching. I hope you found the video interesting and useful, and there's lots of hints and tips in there that you can use to improve your own health. If you found the video useful, please do give me a thumbs up. That would be really helpful, as it helps me get the video out to more people. And if you're not already a subscriber to my channel, please do subscribe, click on the bell icon, and then click on all. And as soon as I release new videos, you will get a notification. And don't forget to have a look at the article. The link is in the video description, and to download the free sugar guide as well. So again, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video.